What up, YouTube? It's DonPatch here, and this right here is my elemental hero deck. It's light beat, and basically this is a very cheap, very great anti-meta deck. It's really, really good. 40 cards main deck, 15 and 15 for side and extra. So let's get started. Let's start out with the monsters. We got Beast King Barbaros. He is a 3000 beater. He is pretty good. He comes onto the field 19, but when you flip skill drain, he becomes 3000. When you reborn him or flip summon him, 3000. Thunder King, he's a light. I run him in 3s because he's amazing against windups. He shuts off a lot of things like Duality, Rhoda, anything that searches, anything that summons, exceeds, whatnot. Neosalius and Stratos, the four most important monsters in the deck. This guy's like an MST, and he searches out for these, whereas these are like your universal floaters. They are your universal floaters, and you can spark them, hero blast them. They are just there, and they're the main tools of the deck. This is Evocator Chevalier. I'd rather it be a Crusader of Endymion, but I was trying this because it's a warrior, and it's a Rhoda target. Yeah, it's really bad. I don't like it because I'd rather have a light to Miracle for Shining. But yeah, spells. We got 3 Miracle Fusions. Best top deck in the deck, and one of the best cards in the deck in my opinion. Makes big beaters like Shining and whatnot, and floats the aliases even more. This Gemini Spark is another great card in the deck. It turns your aliases into floaters, and you draw a card in addition to destroying something, so it replaces itself. 3 Pot of Dualities. Sorry, it's 3 in the morning. I'm making this deck profile, but yeah. 3 Duality. This gets your other monsters and gets you anything you need in the deck. It's like a free ponder, you search, whatnot, and some staple one-ups like Book, Heavy, Darkhold, Reborn, Rhoda, and 2 E-Call to search out the heroes like Alias and Stratos, and Rhoda searches out for Alias and Stratos. Yeah, down to the traps. Skill Drain, this is an anti-meta deck. I run this in 2s because 3 is a dead draw often. I've play tested this with 3, and I have been dead drawing a lot. So yeah, Skill Drain is amazing. It kills effects, and yeah. Hero Blast, I play this in 2s. It's another really good card in this format, especially against Insectors, which is really abundant now. And the key to this deck, one thing I want to add is a lot of things are chainable. Having chainable back row in this deck against Insectors is amazing, because in the end, if let's say you have this and Alias on the field, they summon and they try and pop, or you just Gemini Spark, you replace your card, and they're down in Dragonfly. So yeah, Hero Blast does the same thing essentially. You blow something up on the field, you target Alias, and you bring it back to your hand. Deep Prison is for the anti-meta matchups. Rogue decks as well, same thing as Bottomless. Bottomless takes care of dragons, which is abundant, and like GBs, GKs, all those random rogue decks. These cards put in work. The Solemn Brigade, staple in my opinion. Torrential is the best trap in this game, best trap this format, so you play 2, you max out 2. Mirror Force and Starlight Road. That's the main deck. Now for the extra, we play 1 Stardust for the Starlight Road. Zenmains, because I side Snowman. Utopia, rank 4, Utopia Ray, when you reborn Utopia, whatever. Steel Storm Roach, great against dragons. Blade Armor Ninja puts pressure. Elemental Hero Gaia, Super Poly for Ertz. Great Tornado, Super Poly for Winds. Nova Master, Super Poly for Fires. You Super Poly the Dolka in the Dino Rabbit matchup. It's a good card. You play 2. Absolute Zero, Super Poly Waters. And Miracle Fusion off your Snowmans. You have a 25 guy that kills the field if he dies. And last but not least, the Shinings, 3 of them. The Shining is the best fusion in this deck. You always try and go for him, because when he dies, he becomes a +2 or a +1. He brings back the 2 heroes from your remove from play. Like, let's say you miracled Stratos and Alias, you get them back if this guy dies. But he does miss timing after Chainlink 2, if this was not the only thing to hit the graveyard that turn. But yeah, side deck, we got Electric Virus. It's good against dragons, good against Zenmains. It's a light, Miracle Fusion. 2 Snowman Eaters. Good against the Mirror Match, good against Dino Rabbit. 19 Beater, pop a monster. Good YGO. Smashing Grounds. Rabbit beats Rogue decks, beats big monsters. MST, good spot removal for traps and spells. Anything pesky that might be hurting you, just MST it, you win. Super Poly, best side deck in the game for this card, and for this deck. You Super Poly a hero, you take their monsters. Forbidden Chalices, 2 of them. Turn off effects, which are crucial. This is amazing in the Insector matchup. You play 2 in the side. 2 Chain Disappearance for Insectors, and anything with under 1,000, like Little Beat decks, I don't know, random shit. And 2 Shadow Mirrors for Dark World and Insectors. Alright, so that concludes my deck profile for heroes. Comment, rate, subscribe, and have a nice night.